Yeah, first and foremost, Glenn, congratulations. You're into the quarterfinals of the FA Vase. This must be one of the proudest moments of the club's history.
Oh, without a doubt. I think it's been well highlighted in the paper. We've only won 6 in the previous 16 years, I think. So to win 6 in one season is phenomenal for us. I think when we drew Portchester in the first round, there's a lot of people were expecting us. Portchester at the time were the favourites to win the Wessex Premier, let alone beat us in the first preliminary round of the Vase. So we agreed to go up there just on the premise that we'd make a bit of money, but then we got the result against them. Momentum's built to the point of last week's win, and until probably last week it was always a bit of a pipe dream, but now there's a real belief, I think, in the squad.
And 5 of those 6 wins have been against sides from the step above.
And you know, you can arguably put Millbrook up there as well. They came down with an attitude that they felt they were a step 5 side already, a bit like ourselves in that they'd been dealt a harsh deal from the season before, when they were in a similar position to us, clear at the top of league points per game. They came down with a fantastic record. So yeah, although they were the only side that were step 6 like us, they were feeling as well. So I think every game we've been the underdogs, and we will be again Saturday.
So what's been the secret to all the giant killings?
A lot's been made around the camaraderie. I've made a lot about the camaraderie. I made a bit. There was already a decent squad here when we came in, but some of the players we brought in, we had to fit a certain bill. Had to fit in not only to the way we wanted to play, but they had to be good in the dressing room. Again, another football cliche, but that's really, really important. But that said, there's some good players here, and they get some fantastic coaching. As you can see, there's the manager on bibs, balls and cones, but Barto, Fraze, they put on professional level coaching sessions, and the boys have reacted to it really well. So that, with good preparation, good physio, fantastic facilities, all of those things mean that we're able to produce the results we are.
I think it's fair to say that Saturday could be the biggest game for a lot of these players' careers. How do you keep their heads down?
I think it is the biggest game because it's the next one. Saturday just gone was the biggest game, but that's history. The Saturday before was their biggest game for some of them, but as I say, they're history. This one is the biggest game for some. There's some that have played at pro level. Jack Chandler's played at Pompey, and so maybe some games when he was desperate to get his pro contract might have been a big game, but yeah, I think as a collective this will be our biggest game. How we keep their feet on the ground is we continue to, you know, just let them know that we are just, if we get beat, all the fantastic media is just Sunday's chip paper, so it'll end as quick as it started. So if they want it to keep it running, they need to keep the self-belief up and go with what we've set about, and hopefully they get their reward.
2 games from the final means 2 games from Wembley. Is that something you thought about, sitting in the dugout at Wembley?
Not until recently, and even now, you know, it's nice to think about. There's a few things that we've had to start to think about, but again, classic cliches: one step at a time. Get over the next hurdle. Get over the next hurdle. There's no point worrying about Wembley and then losing Saturday, or worrying about Wembley and then losing the semi-final if we're lucky enough to get there. But there are some things you have to start to think about, things that you don't envisage. So we've had some of our socks for 2 seasons, and if you know what football socks are like after 2 seasons, so the kit, our main sponsor MTech phoned on Sunday and said, right, price up for new tracksuits, new kit. And you know, it's, oh Steve, no, we need to worry about what we've got to worry about, let's not get ahead of ourselves. And then you think, actually, we've got 10 days potentially after the semi-final to try and get 25 tracksuits, 25 polo shirts, a brand new kit, all embroidered up with all the stuff you've got to get. So we've got to have one eye on the possibility, but equally, like the players, I don't want them to get carried away with themselves, so I don't want to get carried away with it either. So,
of course, there's been a lot of attention on you the last few weeks. There's a lot of new viewers on Saturday, perhaps. Like, what can they expect from United Services?
Yeah, it's been tough this last couple of weeks with all the attention and people phoning me up that are saying, who's that phone number? I don't recognise it. And I'm a national reporter wanting to talk to you. But anyone that watched the game, I think there was 1,100 viewers TBTV had in the second half against Christchurch. So some of those must have been rooting for us, I'd hope. There were not that many for Christchurch. What they can expect is the same as what we always put out. We were able last week to play better football than we were against Christchurch, because Christchurch, it got a little bit long. We tried to match them going long, whereas last week the weather was such that we had to keep the ball down, we had to move it quick, we had to get it into our front players quickly and then get third man runs off, which is what we like to do. So they can expect hopefully some good paced football and plenty of goals. We like to score lots of goals, so hopefully we'll be able to repeat that as well.